Hello. You look. Well, I was
Hello.
gonna say you look very cute, but I don't think that it's just more of the tiger. Yeah,
It's the
channeling your inner
tiger
tigress. Yes.
channeling my inner Tigger. Tigger pants. I'm
Tears.
the only one.
I'll
Welcome
just
to
be a
the
little Pooh
show,
Bear over here. Give me a jar, honey.
Showity. Very
Hey,
cool. Very cool.
Deborah, how
Hi,
are ya?
Deborah. Hi, Deborah. So tonight's show is about fashion and the influence it has.
Yes.
Fun
And
fact.
so Margot's channeling her inner fashion diva.
Avant-garde fashion.
Yes.
For
Um.
sure. So
Um. Yeah. Do you want to do the
I'll do the intro
preliminary?
for us.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone, anyone, as you come in. This is the Eyes of Indigo podcast, co-hosted by Iris Carter and me, Margot Ross Sears. Welcome to the show. Hello, Angela. Good to see you. And this show is broadcast on two different platforms, Facebook and YouTube. We invite our audiences to comment, to participate, to ask questions as the show goes on. So therefore, since we're on two platforms, you can't see questions and comments of the other chat room. So we read them out loud. Iris sometimes pops them up. You know, almost always pops them
I
up. But
try
we,
to.
yeah. If it's a short one, we just say it, and we say it out loud for another reason. This show is also rebroadcast as an audio broadcast as well. So people that can't see the visuals, obviously on an audio recording, they can hear everything. And so they're recited that way. If you're new to the show, hi, welcome. We hope you enjoy this as much as we do. And
Hi.
yay! And if you have not, if you don't know me or Iris, if you don't know Margot or Iris, please visit our very first episode called our prequel to see our credentials in the very first broadcast that we have. And you can see how we got to where we are. So, Iris, where are we going next tonight?
The next I want to mention we promised Janet, our friend.
Yes,
Yay!
a little plug.
Yes, she is hosting or coordinating this Dreams Empowerment Day at Broadway at the beach, which is in Myrtle Beach,
Yep,
on November the 5th. And if
six.
November 6th, I'm sorry, I didn't put my glasses on. That's my fault. Uh,
Saturday, November 6th from 8 to 5. Yeah.
and so these are the different sessions and things that are going on. I personally don't know a lot about it. She sent this to us and asked if we'd plug it. How much do you know about it?
I know a little bit more. Basically,
Okay.
these five or six people are all professionals in their field, and most of them are local or nearby. And they are doing presentations that you can participate. And therefore, you can see a little fee on the right and the time slot on the left, and a short description in the middle. You can contact the person to book your seat at that phone number or that email under each name in any of the 5 topics that you are interested in.
And if anybody here wants me to send this well, first of all, it's in our video, so you can always go back and just fast forward to this part of the video and pull
Yes.
it. That would probably be the easiest, but I'm willing to email it to anybody. Just email me at it's Iris at iriscarter.com
Absolutely.
and ask me to send it to you, and I'll be happy to do that.
One of those speakers on there, Kathy Andrews, was a guest on our show.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
I plan to participate in the December edition of that too.
You doing this
For
on a monthly basis?
I do not know.
Ah.
Uh, from what I understand, there was such a high demand for her November that she had to create a second
Oh my
date.
goodness.
So I think it's more of a a spillover. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And since we're also in the Halloween season, so to speak, for those of us who love Halloween and
dressing
that,
up.
yeah, exactly. Um, you might want to check out The Care and Feeding of Ghosts and the Children Who See Them. It's on Amazon, and it's a book I wrote as a guide for anybody really who is seeing ghosts or think they have ghosts and don't quite know what to do. And it has a couple of good stories in it,
Yeah,
or several good stories.
several good stories.
I use them as an example and then talk about what to do in different situations, and especially dealing with children. So there's that. What else? Oh, and I'll give you a plug while we're at it. Networkthelight.net is your website. And
Also, indigoanswers.com has even more. Networkthelight.net is LUA, Light and Energy
yeah.
Workers Association, which is a network of clergy and congregational members. And indigoanswers.com is my private work with my husband as well, David. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Reiki, the books, meditation classes, ghost and gourmet, dinners, all kinds of stuff,
Yeah,
readings.
fun stuff.
Yeah,
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 awesome. Well,
yeah.
it's all fun. What can we
It
say?
is. Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And so tonight is it was funny. It came about because I was on Twitter and caught a glimpse, and it was like, oh, the Met Gala. And I started looking at the photos, and immediately I could hear Joan Rivers' voice in my head with all the, yeah, oh my God, what's she wearing? What were you thinking?
Poor old thing. What was she thinking?
Oh my God. And so I was like, okay, there's something here. And I talked to Margot, and she said, oh, let's run with it. And I started doing some research, and the rabbit hole kept getting deeper. So we're kind of include our rabbit run and the run around the stuff that was to be seen. So to start off, I
Start with
give
the
you this.
origin of the event. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so when you talk about the Met Gala, you're going to hear about Anna Wintour. Anna is the woman on the left in this photo. She is also the subject of The Devil Wears Prada and was the character portrayed by Meryl Streep in the movie. Now, the author does not come right out and say that is who the book is about. But the author had taken a writing class and started, she had to write some stuff. And she said, instead of writing the typical stuff that other students were writing, she decided to share anecdotes about her 11 months that she worked for Vogue magazine under the editor in chief. And so, as she was writing these excerpts, the professor said, you ought to think about writing a book. And so she did. And she doesn't come right out and say it's Anna Wintour in the book or the movie, because she doesn't want to get sued. But everybody knows it is. Everybody talks about it. And even Anna Wintour has acknowledged that it's her in
her.
some form or fashion.
Interesting. Yeah. Very cool.
She's originally from England. Her father was a newspaperman, and she became an editor with the Vogue magazine in the European edition, and then came over to America and became the editor in chief for Vogue. I think in '88. She is like 70 years old now, 71, 72.
Mm-hmm.
She
That's what
is also.
adrenochrome will do for you.
We hadn't even gotten there, and you went there.
It was an easy lead in. If you don't know
Yeah.
what adrenochrome is, feel free to look it up.
Yeah.
You will not be happy with what you found, but it does
There's
make
a
you look
reason the book
young.
is called The Devil Wears Prada.
The
Okay.
devil wears Prada, and you will hear a lot about
Yeah.
that. As the show goes along, you'll be able to connect the dots. So please continue.
Yes. Okay. So she's also worked her way up within the last 10 years to chief content officer for Condé Nast. Now, I'd heard the name Condé Nast, but I didn't know what it was. It is a global media corporation that owns Vogue, GQ, New Yorker Magazine, Vanity Fair, Wired, Architectural Digest. They create video content that gets 1 billion with a B views every month. So this is how much of an impact they have through their media. Their CEO is Roger Lynch, another name that sounded familiar to me. He started Pandora and also and then saw it sail to oh God, who was Pandora bought out by? I can't remember. And then also before that was with Sling TV, which came out of the Dish Networks.
The Dish Network, yeah.
Yeah, and so he started at Morgan Stanley in banking, and he's also, of all things, on the Mattel board of directors. So things that make you go,
things that make you go,
yeah.
Children's industry, high fashion, high finance, Stanley Morgan, GQ, Vogue. Yeah, these are all hawking humans industries. This is all sales of humans. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Sale of the human image, if nothing else, in its mildest form. Yeah.
yeah, in its mildest form, and then okay. So, and there has been rumors about Meryl Streep over the years.
Sure.
And that she's got some interesting connections. So to see all these things come together.
Do you remember the movie that Meryl Streep did with Bruce Willis and Goldie Hawn? He was an undertaker that could make dead bodies look beautiful.
Oh, yes.
And they were
Death Becomes Her.
Death Becomes Her. And yes, and they were both walking dead, and he kept making them young and beautiful again.
Yes.
Every time they got hurt. Yep.
And another person that was in that was Isabella Rossellini.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Which, tells you more and more about what kind of crowd these people ran as and with.
Yes.
The reputation is just getting,
run, rabbit, run.
Run, red rabbit, run. Yeah. Red rum, murder.
Okay.
Anyway.
So, on to more about, so let's shift gears and look at the Met. We've got the Metropolitan Museum of Art. It's on Fifth Avenue in New York. Lots of people recognize the Met. You hear about the Met, the Metropolitan Museum of Art. People perform there. They have different areas, different departments. And one of those is the Costume Institute. And the Costume Institute has like about 700 years of costumes, examples of clothing, artifacts, all that stuff. And they, change out their exhibits and that sort of thing. They also need money, which is understandable, to run that department of the museum, to buy artifacts and process the, maintenance, all that stuff. And so they started in 1948 with the Metropolitan Museum of Art, the Costume Institute benefit. And that was in 1948, and now it's known as the Met Gala. In 1995, and well, Anna Wintour is a trustee within the institute and has co-chaired the event ever since 1995. And every year she comes up with what the theme is going to be. She has some other people that will get assigned to help co-chair with her. But this is her connection. So she's got the Vogue connection, and with her expertise in costume and design, she's with the Metropolitan Museum of Art's trustees. Um,
Give them an idea of how exclusive it is to try to get in and what it
yes,
costs.
well, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
So this year's theme was in America, a lexicon of fashion. Now she comes up.
Remember that, folks. In
Yes.
America is the theme of the whole show. That will be more relevant in several minutes. Go ahead.
Okay. At the Met Gala, if you serve as a co-chair, you get a discount to attend, and it's by invitation only. Um, Wintour approves every person that comes to the event. It's invitation only. If you piss her off, you're not going to make it. She has exiled people for life, kind of thing, you know. And there have been people that have been invited before, and then they would say something or do something, and they'd say, "Oh, I don't think she liked that because I wasn't invited back." What happens is, yes, you can buy an individual ticket if you're invited, but most people go as a guest of one of the fashion designers that purchases, or a fashion house that purchases a table. And then you wear that person's design to the show. So that's why you see, like, Stella McCartney was one of them. So she bought a table, and then she has a bunch of people wearing her clothes, but every person has to be approved. And the costuming generally has to be at least passed by Anna Wintour. Um,
Hmm.
the tickets, individual tickets to this event are
If you can even get them.
$35,000, and the tables cost $200,000 to $300,000.
Jesus.
She raised something like 12 million in one of the last events. So the proceeds from this event raise millions, and they do this every year. I know Kim Kardashian and what's her mama's name? Jenner,
I,
Kate, Crystal. What's her name? Something
I do
Jenner.
not know. I do not know. I don't keep up with them. I never did.
I know. I hate
So
that. I know.
her and her and her mother were in on it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and to think that they went together and probably bought individual tickets. I mean, I was counting up by the time. Okay, this one goes, that one goes. They bring it again. Right there, bam, is $100,000.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Um, the theme also was inspired by part of a speech that was given by Jesse Jackson, where he said, America is like a quilt, and I'm paraphrasing this. America's like a quilt with lots of different fabrics sewn together with a common thread, which
Okay.
I think that's a very nice,
Simplistic,
warm,
but
fuzzy.
warm fuzzy way. Yeah.
Yeah. And when you think about a lexicon of fashion, what was America's influence? I should also add that everybody that attended was required to be vaccinated, and once they
Masked.
went inside, they had to wear masks.
So
So
starting to know
that's
where this is going, but keep going.
okay. Yeah. All right. So onward ho. The first slide that I found was Iman. Iman, everybody knows Iman. She's a famous model and was married to Rod Stewart. Not Rod Stewart, Jesus. Um,
Not
David
Jesus,
Bowie.
not Jesus either.
I don't know, wearing that outfit.
Right.
Um,
Pretty
but
much.
all I could think of was Tiki House. Like, what the hell is she thinking?
It
She took
is
a roof off of a tiki house.
off of a little tiki
Tiki
hut
bar.
porch. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
tiki
like, did she
bars.
get drunk at a tiki bar and fall through the roof? And that's what she came out
And
with.
that's how she came out with. And it's electric. It's all lit up, it looks like. So she's hot wired somewhere.
Yeah, or she's just standing in the right light. Who knows? They could have put gold filigree in there at the bottom. I
That's
don't
true.
know.
That's true.
But here's something interesting. I'm thinking, America, this is America. Yes, it is. Tiki huts and things were invented in the 1930s in Southern California
There you
to
go.
represent the Polynesian feel. It was a
Oh, yeah.
form of decor. So
the
I always
Pacific
thought it was
Rim.
just Polynesian stuff, but no, it's an American design.
It's
So
Californian. Yeah.
yeah, so that's interesting. But I don't put her in front of me at the gala. I
Can't
down
be
in
over.
front.
Take off the hat.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So you wonder what those security guards in the background are
But you
talking
know
about.
what? I do like the jumpsuit without the skirt.
Yeah, that would have worked.
Yeah. The skirt's interesting, but it looks like she killed a bunch of Pomeranians to get there.
Yeah. Woof.
Exactly. It's like a bunch of dog tails. All right. This is another famous lady currently.
A lot of people know Billie Eilish. She hit the scene and won a bunch of Grammys her first year in the scene. She was like 18 years old. And she always wears baggy outfits, and she had the green hair for a while. And the picture on the left is more recent, well, not recent, but was a picture that was taken. She had been to visit her brother, and people were criticizing her body shape, and she
Body
clapped.
shaming.
Yeah, body shaming, and she clapped back and said, "This is me, like it or don't, but it's me." And how could you, And they were saying, "Oh, she's gained weight and all that," and she goes, "This is what I look like. I wear baggy clothes. How do you know if I've gained weight or not?" So anyway, so that's her. Well, she went blonde in the last 6 months, and this is an Oscar de la Renta gown that she wore to the gala. And she agreed to wear the gown and kind of channel Marilyn Monroe if Oscar de la Renta would agree not to use real fur in their designs anymore. And they did, so she did, which is an interesting
That's an
tactic.
interesting twist. It is.
Yeah. Deborah says, I can only think that you can't sit in most of these outfits. How on earth do you belly up to the bar? I guess everybody bellies up to Iman and asks for their little tiki drinks there.
Yeah, I'm thinking whole lot of table waiter service.
Yeah.
Maybe her dress collapses. I mean, the Imam one, it does. It's got rings. Maybe it collapses upwards. So
how much room is at these tables? I mean,
but the Oscar de la Renta here, this peach organza nightmare, is gonna take over the whole table no matter what. You're absolutely right, Deborah.
Yeah, I mean, and can you imagine you wrap it around your feet and stuff it under your chair, and then you end up burning up? I mean, yeah.
Exactly. Well, she's gonna wrap up 2 or 3 chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she paid 70,000 instead of 35.
Yeah, right. Now, woo, who wore it best?
Who wore it best?
Anna Wintour on the left wore this dress, which is almost identical to the dress that Taylor Swift wore to the Grammys several years ago, which is almost identical to Grandma's sofa.
From the 60s or 70s.
Yeah, exactly.
God, this dress is, oh my God.
Yeah. And at least Taylor Swift has that opaque or thin organza look behind it, sheer.
Yeah.
Anna Wintour's is just
hers
like
is
a
opaque.
garden barfed on her.
It does. She looks like a Technicolor scarecrow. I mean, with the little Straussy arms and Straussy legs and whatever. Oh
And I
my
saw an interview
God.
with her. She has had the same haircut since she came to America
Yeah, it's
in
a
the 80s.
universal one that comes across all
It,
times and ages. But
yeah.
but it's also one you use to cover up stuff.
Ah.
Forehead and outside of her cheeks,
Uh-huh.
the sides of her face all the way back to her ears. Also, it covers up her chin line and her neckline just a little bit. If she lets it grow for 2 months, it covers up her neck too. So
Ah.
it's very conceivably it could be a wig.
Ah. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's easy to plop on and cover. But that dress, woo! All right, now
This one,
tell us
this
the backstory on left side guy, right side guy. Yeah.
okay. Left side guy is okay. Well, first of all, right side guy, let me start with him, is Gary Levy. He's Eugene Levy's son, and they are in Schitt's Creek together. And Eugene Levy's the guy with the eyebrows from all the American Pie movies and that sort of thing.
Right.
So this is his son. His son, I know he portrays a gay character. Uh, I'm sorry, I just saw that.
His shirt has two men kissing on his chest, so that's obviously what he's promoting. Yeah.
Yes, and Deborah, I'll get to your comment in a minute. It's very funny. Um, and then so what I saw first of all, I started hearing Michael Jackson's "We Are the World" song when I saw
We
his
are
outfit.
the world. Yeah.
We
We
are the
are the
children.
children.
So I'm like, okay. And then it dawned on me when my kids were little, back in the early 90s, I subscribed to a video series called Kids Songs. And they were videos by kids for kids of different children's songs, and they had different themes. And one of them was going around the world with kids songs or something. And they performed songs from different countries, like Frere Jacques
Mm-hmm.
and um,
Sakura, right? Yeah.
whatever. And this guy was Mr. World. He was a globe that came alive in their classroom and took them around the world to sing all these different songs. And I was like, it's Mr. Globe gone gay.
Mr. Globe meets LGBTQ, XLMT, VXY, QMZ, XJ12, 4962.
to the third degree. I mean, Deborah says, so everyone takes fashion advice from that woman who dresses in a sofa slip cover. What the hell? Do you know, when I Googled her and started looking at different pictures of her, like in her office and things like that, I'm like, I am not impressed by
doesn't
how
click.
she dresses. I am not impressed
No.
at all.
No.
A couple of things, and I thought I had these pictures, but I don't think I got them pulled in time. If you look at her and yeah, I did, and then I decided not to use them. That's what I did.
Okay.
If you look at her office and you look at the movie set office, they're identical.
Oh, okay.
And since then, she's remodeled her office.
I would too if I was the devil in Prada on a national scale.
Yeah.
For sure.
So,
all right.
okay.
So the parade of beautiful people in unique costumes at the Met Gala.
Yeah.
And one of them made newspaper headlines all over the place. And you're looking at it now.
Okay, so let me make this
Pop him all the way in. There you go. The cut.
Whoops. Okay. So he's just the top of the article. We'll get back to him in a minute. And a couple of these we've seen. So this is Billie Eilish, Oscar de la Renta. Whoops, did I skip one? No. Okay. This woman looks like anime crashed into Pikachu and Geisha.
Where is this quote in America?
Yes. How
Kabuki Pikachu right there, and none of that is American.
And I hope she doesn't walk too close to somebody. God, she's going to cut their throats with her hair if she turns her head too fast.
Absolutely. I mean, she turns around too fast, she's going to end up like a ceiling fan. Start levitating like one of those twisty toys. The kids slide through their hands and go and twist up and land and come down and land in the fireplace.
Yeah, and then she's got like part of the Olympic rings going on up there or something. I don't know.
Pretty much.
I just the kabuki makeup. I'm not sure where this came from or where it's going, but
in the theme. The theme was in America, so okay.
And one of the trends that I saw in discussion is Anna Wintour has already said that she may. Normally, the Met Gala is done in May. But they weren't able to have it this past May. But now that things have opened up, they've had it now. And she's talking about doing it again in this coming May and making it part 2 with the same theme. And everybody's saying, I guess nobody got didn't follow instructions the first time. So she's going to
No,
try
they sure
again.
didn't. You're going to see that, guys. Watch. This one's okay.
This one's good. She's channeling the Statue of Liberty, which I've never seen the Statue of Liberty in heels like that. But she's the one. She's the poet that read Obama's.
No, that was Biden's.
Oh, was it Biden's?
That was Biden's inaugural.
Okay. I knew it was somebody. Yeah, that's right. Because Maya Angelou or somebody did Obama's. I can't remember.
Right.
Okay. So then we've got Little Nas X. Or Little Nas X. I don't know how to say it.
Little Nas. They just call him Little Nas.
He's in Versace. If you ever saw the Carol Burnett show where she was doing a Gone with the Wind scene and pulls the drapes out of the window, and Rhett, played by Harvey Korman, compliments her on her
new outfit.
She says, "Oh, it was just a little something I picked up in the window. I saw in the window.
Just couldn't resist."
This guy looks like that's where he got his outfit. It looks, yeah.
He looks like Heavy Curtains. Yep.
Yeah, or he's something out of Dune. If you've ever seen that movie, it looks like he could just like be a robot and just sort of hover around.
I think that's where they were trying a little bit of upscale Mad Max, right?
Yeah. So, and he is a very controversial artist, singer.
Yes.
Look up his videos and then tell us what you think.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when he takes the robe off, he had R2D2. No, not R2D2. CP3O.
No, C3PO.
C3PO. Okay.
The tall gold one. He had a tall gold outfit on, and now he looks like a golden foil condom.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That is very good.
It does.
Or a gold version of the Tin Man.
Yeah, that's what C3PO was trying to imitate, and he fell right in.
Yep. And then he takes that off. He loves the layered look.
Yeah.
He's in paisley. Don't you just love the paisley and the?
He's in a paisley bodysuit. Form fitting.
Yeah.
Put a potato in his britches, right?
Is that an ankle bracelet on his right leg?
Ooh, it very well could be, because it does not match the right ankle does not match the left ankle, does it? Somebody forgot to doctor a picture. The shoes don't match either. Barely.
Well, we don't know what the outside of the other side looks. I don't know.
True, that's true. The decor could be the other way around. So
now here's Jessica Rabbit.
It is Afro-American Jessica Rabbit, and she's gorgeous. That
run, bunny, run! Look at her fluffy tail.
Exactly. Well, that's what an American gala gown would look like.
A cute little purse.
Yeah.
Although I think her nails might stab somebody, but
oh geez, her nails are lethal. Yeah.
Yeah, but she's got to defend herself.
That is the hair, the makeup, the shoes.
Yeah.
Yep. There
very
you
classic.
go. Mm-hmm.
So we'll give her now.
Kudos.
Lord and Bode or Body. I don't know. All I can see is if you don't have boobs, you don't have to wear a top, right? She didn't even have to use Scotch tape.
No,
She
she did
just,
not.
bless her heart, she's a singer and she is in Siam. I don't know.
The
It's
headdress is not American.
no
It's Chinese Siam, which is now what, Iran, something like
Thailand
that.
or no.
Thailand, yeah, Thailand now, yeah,
Yeah,
Thailand or Laos or something like that.
yeah. So
God, they missed the mark there too.
yeah, and I always thought if like I get paranoid when I wear a jacket that the lapels don't meet because then it means it's too small.
Right.
So anyway,
And
I'm not feeling it.
yeah, she needs a blouse. All right.
Now, classic Oscar de la Renta gown, love it. But where's the top?
Her boobs are about to start talking to you. they're gonna
Yeah,
they're gonna peek right out.
yeah.
Bless her heart. Do not move really. Don't turn left or right really fast.
No, no, for sure not. I mean, very classic look, but something's
She has a
missing.
she has
Thank
a
you.
square bustle under there. I just realized she's resting her arms on a square bustle.
Ah, interesting.
The hemline shows it. Yeah,
Yeah.
very interesting. She looks like a Cindy Crawford knockoff.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Saweetie and Christian Cowan.
Mm-hmm.
We were looking at this when it started, and I said American flag, and then we were debating the yellow on it, but the yellow could be the gold trim.
That's on a corporation of the United States flag. The gold has the gold trim around it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
That's the most so far. That's the closest to American theme truly that we've seen.
yeah. But if you see another view of this outfit,
Mm.
there's more fabric in those in the scarf,
Train.
yeah, in the train than there is in the dress. Um,
Okay.
then we got Iman again, so let me go past her. This, she's wearing Christian Dior, and it's a very classic style of Christian Dior. Um, her her cape or the training has a hood to it, and when she wears it, a lot of people were saying it looked very Josephine Bakerish, which
Classic.
classic, yeah.
Classic American beauty look from the 30s and 40s. Yeah.
Though I will say, when you get close to that fabric, I think I had a sofa in that material before. It looks
It
like
does. Angela Kreitzer has some very funny comments about Little Nas.
oh,
Pop
let's
that
go
up.
back.
Pop that up.
Yeah.
She makes two comments. If you want to roll back to it.
He looks like a tent. I wonder if he has a cotton in there. And then the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe outfit to Michael
The Prince.
Yes, very, very
That's
much.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, to Michael Jackson to Prince. Yep, absolutely.
And then we saw Anna's horrendous garden display.
Mm-hmm. We had to get to see it just a little bit more. Now
What do we got? Jennifer
Hudson. She looks like an aneurysm. God bless her. She looks like a coronary that just aneurized or bled to death all over everything. Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean,
it starts out okay and then it went nuts.
If it was black, it would be fine.
Oh, yes.
And maybe with a more shimmery bodice, which that may have that shimmered up, but I can't really tell from the picture.
Yeah, a black shimmery bodice, and you could even leave the red coat, but the dress itself black and maybe the shimmer off of velvet or satin.
Yeah.
Because red is satin there. Oh yeah.
But as it looks now, that looks like cheap crepe paper.
She looks like a heart attack.
Yeah.
It's like open surgery on your 10th grade biology dissection on the table. Ugh.
Yeah.
Good Lord,
Now,
but she's great.
Julia Garner, you might recognize from Ozark, and then she's been in some other things. And she's a little fireball and very petite. I think this dress suits her. But it's very alien-like.
It is. It's very futuristic for sure. There's definitely an alien influence there.
Yeah.
And
And
Angela commented on the no giant shawl coat thing. Yep. And it would be a classic tulip then.
yeah,
The previous, she's talking about the previous
the
one.
Jennifer.
We didn't jump. Yeah, there's a delay.
Oh, and then Jennifer's red satin is too wrinkly to make an impact, says Deborah. Somebody didn't take their steamer with them.
Somebody sat down in their dress. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what happens when you stuff a dress like that into either a cabriolet or a limousine.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got to stand up in a van the whole way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we saw Dan Levy. I said Gary earlier. I meant Dan. Now
this is different.
Timothy Chalamet is actually wearing an old pair of Converse sneakers, which I'm surprised they're as white as they are, according to the description I had. And sweatpants. But somehow it just kind of looks clean and classy. I like the jacket with this.
The dinner jacket, I don't know if it has tails or not. It doesn't look like it does. But it's a waistcoat dinner jacket. What kind of throws me is the clergy collar-ish look around the top.
I heard those were pins of some sort that they put on there. I don't know, and I haven't been able to get a.
So it may not be actually a clergy. A cleaner design. It's fascinating, and it's a little more pulled together
than some of the other ones. For
some of the others. Now the sneakers are definitely in America. It's the theme. Yeah. Remember, it's supposed to tie to the theme. The sneakers, yes.
The rest sweatpants are pretty common in America.
Yeah,
especially during COVID.
Oh, homage to the homebound in 2020. Good call. Yeah. Good call. And the innovation is definitely American. Definitely.
Yeah. So
he did
all
it.
Right.
He did it.
Yeah.
Or they did it. Yeah.
Yeah. This is Tracy Ellis Ross and Balenciaga. That's pretty. It's a classic look.
Yeah.
But again, it's a little wrinkly, isn't it?
They are low on staff. That's true. Look at those seams. Those seams are not flat, are they? Something went wrong. Production is a little bit under. But yeah, she's a middle American actress, and that is a beautiful blue satin suit dress. Nothing. It's still unusual, but nothing too crazy. Yeah.
Elliot Page, formerly Ellen Page. A lot of people might remember her from Juno or from the what's that series on Netflix? I can't think of the name. If somebody else does, put it out there. It begins with a U. The Umbrella Academy. The Umbrella Academy.
Oh, she's in that one. Okay.
Yeah,
that was recommended to me too.
Yeah, but she is now Elliot, and some people commented, okay, it's classic look, and probably she just looks more thankful to be dressed as a man than anything,
Absolutely. And Deborah and Angela have comments as well.
Okay, let's see.
Deborah says, get the feeling Julia is headlining the Ice Capades for the finale. Angela says, future android chick also looks very childlike. And referring to referring to the one before, absolutely.
Yes.
Can you make this go backwards a little bit?
Oh, wait a minute, I gotta go back to that.
I know you got a mouse. I was wondering if you could slide it backwards a little bit. Oops, right there, that one. Future android chick also looks very childlike. She does look very android, doesn't she?
Yes.
It does.
And what was Deborah said about Julia?
Julia said, get the feeling Julia is headlining the Ice Capades finale.
Yeah.
She kind of
Yeah.
does. Absolutely. It does look like the bodysuit under there. Waiting for her to do a triple Lutz or something like that.
Yeah.
Down the stairs and out into the air. For sure.
Oh my God.
All right. So
Serena Williams, she picked up somebody's bathroom carpet. Attacked by a Muppet or picked up the bathroom rug out of Grandma's house. I don't know which.
Got mobbed, it looks like, by something that has no taste. Oh my God. She's a naturally very beautiful, elegant woman. And she's completely covered over with shades of Hagrid. What the hell?
Got a Harry Potter thing going on there.
I know. Thank you. Oh my God. Yeah.
You wonder if the inside is that, you know how the underside of carpeting has that rubbery insole?
Yeah, the scratchy crap. You wonder.
Yeah, I wonder if it's got that on.
Yeah, I just wonder what the hell did she have under it, period. But they don't show you that, do they?
Not in this one.
Not in this one.
Now, this woman
is different.
You pointed out that she is a famous actress, but to me, she looks like they picked her up on the corner of Hollywood and Vine.
They did.
And what I want to point out is if you put your hand over the screen at her shoulders,
cover up
the bottom part looks like an alien.
Yeah. If you cover up her head and hair to her shoulders, she has the eyes and nose of a gray, alien gray.
Yeah.
For a brassiere. Mm-hmm. Which is Christmas tinsel.
Yes. Let's all sing Noel.
and she's got, she's obviously got a beautiful physique and very athletic and all that. I really feel like these people are getting hazed. This is some sort of initiation to see how much they'll tolerate in humiliation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really feels like a hazing ritual.
And they haven't had too many opportunities to do that.
They don't have many, so they're piling it in because this woman is also a fabulous award-winning actress. She's amazing. She did The Help.
And yeah.
She also did what was the one about women in NASA, the computers, the women who were computers in NASA?
Yes, that's right. That was her.
Hidden Figures.
Yeah.
And she also did another movie about Harriet Tubman. It was a series. And she was a free Black woman in the North who eventually was brutally murdered by an enraged white guy. And her acting was just amazingly intense. But anyway, Serena, I have a bing bed chair that would go perfectly in this room with your rug cape. Thank you, Deborah, for that. Oh, absolutely. You know how many 3-year-olds would just come running straight at her for a tackle?
Yes.
Oh my God, that cape is horrendous. Now this one threw me off, and I went, no, just no. That's no.
Yeah, and it's like, but one
she
of
looks like a Muppet again. Go ahead.
That or like a marionette.
Yeah, like a puppet. Yeah, stick puppet marionette.
And then on her arm, I don't know how much you can tell,
but
on her left arm, and there are better pictures in other places, is a cow. She's got a cow tattoo, and it's showing through this outfit. Why would you do that? Wouldn't you at least put a flesh-colored something to hide that so that the tattoos don't show through?
Or a sequined arm warmer or something. But guys, look, the blouse does not match the pants except for the color. And then the hair. What the hell? Everything is organic, flowing, curly, swirly. and then her hair is poker straight and flat.
Yeah.
My
And then she's
suggestion,
got on those comfort shoes. I can't,
she's got on grandma's red running shoes. But
yeah.
you
So
know,
I don't.
what would have picked up this whole outfit is if she had worn red sequin horns on her head. Put some
Yeah.
devil horns on her head. That actually
Maybe
would have.
pin the tail on the back
And she
or
might have had a
something.
long tail. Yeah. Yeah,
Give the woman a pitchfork,
absolutely. But horns would have made that outfit.
Yeah. Yeah. She's got such a serious look.
I know. I really think these people are getting hazed. I really do.
And this guy,
Wait. You got comments. Angela
oh,
Chrysler says, talks to Deborah, and she said, Deborah, I was thinking my pups would love Serena's blanket.
yep.
They would. And then she talks about this red lady. I don't know why, but the red outfits, I keep seeing uteruses. Yes.
Yes.
Ooh, that's very insightful. It does. It looks like uteruses and ovaries and
And they've got the fallopian tubes going
the
on.
fallopian down her arms and the vaginal tract down the middle of her belly. Yeah, and it's all on top of her boobs. So, yeah, she's definitely a dissected female, surgically dissected female. Ooh, even the stupid coat dress.
Tulip coat dress.
Oh,
Tulip.
okay, tulip. Even the coat. Yeah, tulip. There you go. I see it. Okay, so let's go with the next one.
All right. Next one is this guy, Evan Mock. And what is interesting is
It's not moving. Sorry, it's not moving. There he is.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Evan Mock.
Yes. Not that we know who he is because he's got the bug mask on. Or the fetish mask.
It's a fetish mask. Yeah, the leather mask. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are safety pins going around his arm. And I'm like, okay, so we don't need to sew this outfit together. We'll just put it together with safety pins. Mismatched socks, weird shoes. But the really weird thing is there's a guy on SNL that does the weekend update stuff. He's always making commentary. I think his name's Pete somebody. He's been in and out of drug rehab, but he's wearing the same outfit, almost identical.
Ooh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Angela says it makes her think Doctor Who, the boys from one of the World War episodes with gas masks.
Ah.
That would make that would make it British rather than an American theme. This is supposed to be an America theme.
Go figure.
Except for, I think that's really obvious that this is more about a sex fetish, a sexuality fetish of some sort, because of the safety pins and the leather helmet.
Yeah.
And the weird shorts. Yeah. All right, Kiki Palmer.
Yeah, got a nice Diana Ross vibe going on there.
Oh yeah, she's channeling Diana Ross. Yeah, absolutely.
I love that, and to me, it just looks like that dress would just. It's
entirely appropriate. Yeah.
Yeah, and I bet that dress feels great. I don't know. There's just something about it that just looks like it would have some weight to it, but have a neat feel to it.
Yep. It has. Yeah, it looks like it's got a little bit of fuzz and slink to it, and this is pretty as well.
Yeah, Barbie Ferrer is and more of like a flapper Art Deco type era. Now that's realistically American. I think she got the memo. Yeah. Or she could be a chandelier. Either way.
She could be a walking chandelier.
And let's go. Let's see. This girl is literally making a horse's ass of herself.
Look closely, guys. There's a horse coming out of her chest. And
nay, I will not wear that dress.
nay, it should never become. And look, guys, her hair, her ponytail, her head is the horse's ass. Now, if this isn't a hazing, initiation, humiliation rite of passage, I don't know what is. Because nobody in their right mind would wear that voluntarily.
No.
Okay, yeah, she's trying to prove something to somebody who obligated her. That thing is horrible. Somebody behind her has a weird green outfit coming up, but by herself. That's
Yeah.
harsh. Just harsh. There's hardly anything you can say about that one.
Yeah, that's what run,
She
Seabiscuit, run.
she is doing the right thing of trying to distract you with the pretty little leg and the interesting long hair. But really, no. You've got a horse on grandma's couch.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
What is with that the
The horse is American? Is that that's as close
go
as I can
west,
get?
young Philly, go
Philly?
west.
Yeah. there's sheep out there too.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so next one.
This is Megan Rapinoe, the soccer player.
Hair does not
Somebody
match.
should have told her hair needed to match. Yeah, it doesn't quite, but the outfit's within the assignment.
Your sister says, let's look at the bright side on the horse bodice. You wouldn't have to wear a bra.
Okay, yeah.
And Angela says, what's the fabric pattern? Food?
Oh, what was the fabric?
It kind of looks like food.
Food or
I thought flowers, but really, honestly, no. It could be dogs, food. Those are objects.
there's fruit and flowers, I think.
Oh my god! Roll past that one. There was you had Tatum Channing showing up.
Channing Tatum is just such a refreshing breath of
He
air.
is basic, clean tuxedo, American style bow tie.
Yes. And notice there's no designer name there.
Ooh, that is a good point.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I'm looking at the woman's feet next to his.
Those are heels.
Wouldn't you step on that fuzzy stuff and trip?
Oh, I'm looking at the left side. The lady's got
No,
acrylic
the one
heels.
on the right. We'll get to the one on the left in a minute.
She's dusting the floor. That's like those birds or cats with really long toe hair.
Yeah. Birds or cats.
Yeah, there's chickens with long.
I got a chicken with feet like that.
Exactly. Now this one.
Here's the opposite side. See, we see Channing Tatum's back neck.
Mm-hmm. And this guy's Troye Sivan in Rick Owens boots.
Yeah, Al2 and Rick Owens. Yeah, and so he is a gay man from Australia, and I saw on his Instagram, he posted pictures of his process of getting dressed, which there wasn't a lot to it. But he's wearing a jock strap under that, which I thought was interesting.
I think there's a keyhole cutout on the side.
Yeah.
His posture alone, I can see he was trying to go with the sexy lurch, the macho sexy lurch thing. Mm-hmm. And it's not working because of the baby face maybe, or the angle of the arms. He looks self-conscious, like he has something to hide, or he doesn't really want to be there. He's obligated to be. Let's look at the bright side of the horse bodice. She wouldn't have to wear a bra. Okay, never mind. I was reading comments further.
Yeah.
God bless, this boy's got something on his mind. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
Next one, please. A mermaid.
Yeah, kind of. And I'm hoping that bra is attached somehow to her body.
It's got to be glued, or some bra glue.
Yeah, of course you can't see all the way around either. But at least she didn't have any hair problems.
Not at all. Hair design was a cut and polish. Very easy.
Yeah.
Now there's a fabulous floral was in. Look at that behind her.
Yes, that was somebody else's. I saw it in some other pictures, and
it's another one.
What in the hell were these people thinking?
It's 1972. Yeah, tacky chic.
Now, camouflage is pure American. Hoorah!
There you go. That is cool. I like that overlay.
Yeah.
I even like the feathery shot going down her arms. I'd like to see what the front looked like, but that is
there's
kind of
another
cool.
site that had the front, but that's
No, that's cool. We saw this. Now this guy has a story to tell.
Yeah, if you saw Boogie Nights, which was the film about making of pornography,
Yeah.
with Don Cheadle, there was a character of him that was wearing like funky cowboy outfits and stuff. This is exactly what that looks like.
A modern Beau Brummel.
Yeah. And I don't know what he's got all over his. Is that a glove on his left hand?
That might be a glove with some sort of floral shit stuck to it.
Little starfish. I can't.
You know what? It's the beginning of Davy Jones' locker from the Pirates of the Caribbean.
And hey, his boots match. What can you say?
That's spot on.
Versace.
The shirt underneath looks like it fell off of Aquaman.
Yeah.
But Aquaman wore it better. Sorry. Okay, here's someone American. Deborah Harry.
Deborah Harry. Remember her from
First on One, and it was a guest. No, that was Hart. Sorry.
No, that was her.
It was a guest. Soon turned out had a heart of glass. Yeah.
Deborah Harry.
Now the denim jacket top and the
Americana.
bizarre.
Yeah, she's
ripped up flag.
And she kind of's got that Ethel Merman look to her.
Ethel Merman / senior Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who the heck is Zach Posen?
I've heard of him. I've seen him, but I can't think of what he's in.
I can't think of what he's done either. That's okay. Let's see what other quasi-Americano. Yikes. Maisie Williams. She looks like the lady that did Wednesday Addams.
Yes. Christina Ricci.
Christina Ricci. Yeah, she's a knockoff of her.
But you know who Maisie is. She's the one that was from Game of Thrones.
No, I didn't. I swear, I admit I never saw not one episode of that.
Okay, well, she was the young girl, Jon Snow's little sister.
No worries. She's doing the American Gothic thing, apparently.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And she's got the dangerous hair thing going on. And I do not. This is weird. Very dark.
It is. It is. The Devil Wears Prada. There you go. And then
this one looks like she came off of the set of Gunsmoke from behind the bar.
She is the smoke from Gunsmoke. That was their inspiration. Yeah, she does. She looks a little bit like Kitty.
Yeah.
Except for
I like the fluffy sleeves, but God, I'd have gravy or something on them in no time.
Yeah, exactly. It's like your sister said, how the hell would you sit at a table with that? But the things the psychology of what we're looking at here, Iris, the things these people do to get attention. Tom Ford, the guys look mostly normal, obviously with exceptions.
Yeah. Here's another cowboy.
And he looks American normal as well. They really
doesn't quite blue suede.
That's Elvis.
Yeah.
And
this poor guy, I wonder if he's got the yellow rubber boots to go with it and a rubber duck.
You would have to put the rubber duck on his penis. That would be his jog strap.
Now this woman is representing NASCAR for sure.
And that's definitely, that's straight up and down Americana.
But gentlemen, start your engines.
Except for her name is Eva Chin, so that's implying that she's not from America. Implying.
Yeah.
And then Addison Rae, that's classic American outfit as far as I can tell.
There's one I'm trying to get to. This one is freaky.
Skeletor.
Yeah.
Is that her name or the fashion designer's name?
Grimes is her.
It might be the. That's her.
Grimes?
They're
Oh,
not saying who that is. That is really weird. I wonder if it's sheer where the cutouts are. Probably is because it's solid over important pieces. That's that's a museum piece right there, but I would not go to in public with that.
mm-mm.
That's a Halloween costume.
Here's
That's not a
another one
street
that
costume.
looks like it's time for a race. He's got that number 3 cap on.
And he's got the racer, stuff on his jacket. But he's still, and she does too. They still look normal. It's Ralph Lauren, and I'm not
Yeah.
surprised. They look more Americana, but they're still getting American Gothic looking. And so is she.
Yeah, this is a classic look.
That's a classic American look, yeah.
This one. Donatella Versace.
Of course. Of course. One of the queens of fashion. God, she looks rough. Man,
I
she's
How much eyeshadow does she have? Talk about smoky eyes. It looks like holes in
her,
a skull.
yeah, she's got her eyes gouged out. That's somebody who's running out of adrenochrome.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, she's got hair hanging in her face for a reason. How old is she? 60?
Let me see.
She's up there now. The shoes are cool. The dress is cool,
She is 66 years old.
and she's fighting it every step of the way.
All of her pictures when you look at them, and then there's a picture with her daughter. I've seen her daughter looks just
Hmm.
like her at this age.
Can we say, sweetie? Can we say clone?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Think about it. That's a clone. That's her daughter. Yeah, it's her clone. Your clones are your daughters.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's why. That just popped in my head right then. I'm glad you went there.
Yeah.
Of course,
And here's another one that picked up the bathroom. I know, actually, she picked up the toilet seat cover.
she picked up the toilet scrubber. She murdered another freaking Muppet for that. I thought that, well, they said, well, we can't have real hair because of the green haired chick, so we'll just kill Muppets instead. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That looks
Yeah.
like Big
Yeah.
Bird's little sister got raped.
Another pink and red uterus.
Oh gosh. Yes. Yes,
And
thank
Deborah says,
you.
"Aren't you glad you didn't make the cut to attend? I'd spend all night asking people, who the hell are you and why should I know
You
who
know who
you
you
are?"
are. Who did you blow to get here? Let me just be really let me just or who'd you bleed for? Good
Oh
God.
my God.
These women are gorgeous. Okay, photographically, photogenically, all different shape, sizes, and colors, which was awesome to see. Uh, about half of them were nowhere near American in design. The dresses. What the hell? These women are absolutely gorgeous, and they have to. Why are they stooping to this level of humiliation? What's in it for that? That's where my overthinking, wait a minute, give me a second to overthink this. That's where I'm going.
Well, and it's like when I get when you're watching like a fashion show and you see the runways and they have all this weird stuff, and then what goes to the racks from there is very different.
Right.
But you know that it's just done for show and excitement. Okay, I get that. But this is sort of like the Met Gala is sort of like in between. It's like it's not quite
The
the
Hollywood
runway
run.
stuff, but it's doesn't look like something the average person would buy, or even the average
Typically.
rich person. I wouldn't go to Rodeo Drive and, if I had the money and buy that stuff
Mm-mm,
the way it's made.
mm-mm.
And so there's more to it than meets the eye. And it's like, and to
Say the
think
least. There's
you
something
pay all
behind
that
it.
money to go, and then did everybody see AOC, the Congresswoman's dress? Did you hear about that?
No, I stay away from
She was
mainstream.
there, and I should have pulled the picture, and I didn't. She was there
That's all right. The
for a
audience can go
really
look it up.
nice,
What was her
yeah,
name?
Andrea Kasich, whatever, AOC is her
Okay.
initials. Everybody just knows her as AOC. She's the
AOC.
young woman that's the young Democrat in office that's
Okay.
always
A
raising
Democrat.
hell.
A
Yeah,
Democrat or Republican?
Democrat.
Okay. All right. I know about
Democrat.
Republicans doing that, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So she goes to it and she's wearing now she's wearing an expensive dress
Sure.
that has tax the rich written in red across her ass.
That's making a statement.
And people are bashing her because expensive dress. She's going to the Met Gala. And, and here's a woman who is now saying tax the rich. It doesn't mesh.
It doesn't add up unless, yeah.
And she's trying, and then what she came back and said was, but I borrowed the dress and I was just trying to make a statement because I figured it was an opportunity to put it in the face of rich people.
I don't see, that's not where they're going to pay attention. That's not going to change anything.
Mm-mm.
No, she was looking for press coverage. She was just making a statement in general.
Yeah, but it backfired. And somebody also pointed out that if she was gifted the ticket, there are rules about accepting sizable gifts
As a politician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she may be in trouble for that anyway.
That's a good point. But then again, some people have immunities that you can't always predict. That political immunity. Yeah. That's Ooh, that'll be an interesting sidebar if you're into that. The fashion police and nations and stuff and lobbyists.
Well, we hope that y'all enjoyed our little foray into the
eye on fashion. Yeah, like we're kings of that. Yeah. Kings and queens of that.
Yeah, I don't want anybody making fun of my fashion, but hey, they're in public. I'll make fun of them anytime I want. But also just food for thought. A lot of food for thought and why they're doing this and
why are they doing this? Yeah, yeah. And the emotional expressions in the eyes of the people in the photographs. Some of them looked like they were high as hell, coked up, probably. And some looked terrified and sad. Okay. It's good exercise for your intuitive skills.
Yeah.
Good exercise. What do you intuit off of this picture?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Well, it has been another fun, interesting evening together.
Yes.
Thank you.
I appreciate y'all joining us.
Love you guys.
Love y'all. And we will see you next week.
Next week, we'll be back. Namaste. Good night.
Thank you for joining The Eyes of Indigo with Iris Carter and Margot Ross Sears. Music is Arcadia by Kevin MacLeod of Incomptech.com, licensed under Creative Commons. Visit our Facebook page for broadcast details, www.facebook.com/eyesofindigo. Show is copyrighted 2021 by Iris Carter and Margot Ross Sears, all rights reserved.